Hello, welcome to LMC and Knowledge, Lyrics music channel of spiritual insight and wisdom that I will share to you so you can take along your spiritual journey. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and whenever you see this, make sure you stay prayed up and in the light of God, because that's where we belong. Okay? Okay. Today, God says, it was a lesson, not a loss. God says it was a lesson, not a loss. God says a loss is discouraging. Discouraging, okay? A lesson is encouraging. So when you experience a loss, you took a L, right? You feel like you failed at something, or you missed out on something, or something didn't go your way, right? A lesson is something like, you learn from it, right? And you take that lesson and you use it as wisdom and information on how you should go forward with your life, with your actions, or with your decisions, right? Which mindset do you choose in life? Do you choose to take losses, or do you choose to take lessons? Which mindset do you choose? Life is a never-ending school until you are called home, which is graduating. So, we go to that K through 12, college, graduation, cool, learning, cool, right? And then you get outside of all those schoolings, programs. And then you realize, and those stories of the people who still going through a bad life after they went to college, or after they had these good grades, they still effing up in life, right? Every day, each day, you are blessed and given an opportunity to learn and grow from the choices and actions and decisions you made either as a kid, a teen, or an adult, or at an elderly age. A loss is a F in the grade book of life, okay? Taking a loss is a F in the grade book of life. A lesson, taking a lesson, is a A in the grade book of life. Taking a lesson is a A in the grade book of life. You are graded by your experiences in your life and how you dealt with the situation. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you react to the situations of life. So it's like, okay, so you went through the situation, God's looking at you like, okay, did this make you bitter? Do you have a bitter heart? Do you have an envious mind, an envious intention? Do you have jealousy in your spirit? That's what God's grading you by. I just seen 333 as I looked at it. But seriously, that's what God is grading you by. Okay? Your character is being graded. Your heart, your mind, and your mindset. I said your heart, your mind, and your mindset. Your heart and mindset is being graded. Try to see all sides and perspectives of the situation you find yourself in. Look at, okay, and we mainly like to point out and expose the negative parts, or only view this is all I got out of a situation was a negative. But there's negatives and positive in every situation. Just like where there's light, there's dark. Where there's dark, there's light. It's a yin and yang. It's a balance. It's both exist in the situation that you experience. So try not to always see the negatives. Try not to dwell on the negatives. Try not to carry the negatives, but carry the positives, Understand it is not happening to you. It's happening for you. And that's sometimes hard for people to digest, but it's the truth. Believe and know that God, I am with you in every situation. I kind of misworded that a little bit wrong, but understand that God is with you through everything that you're experiencing in life, okay? It's when we don't see God in our situation, or we choose not to involve God into a negative situation, we tend to just suffer in silence. When it's never silent, because God can hear your pain, not even just like feel it. He hears the pain of his people, you know? So you're never suffering in silence. When you're suffering in silence, it just makes you feel like you're alone and nobody else knows the pain that you're dealing with. But God can hear your pain. Isn't that weird, hard to comprehend, that he can hear our pain? But it's the truth too. So you're never suffering in silence, is what I'm saying. You don't have to play the victim role. You don't have to always play the victim, be the one that got hurt. You don't have to be that person. And it's like, some people want to stay and be the victim. 10 years later, they're still talking about what happened to them 10 years ago. And it's like, you're still playing the victim role. We don't understand that the victim role doesn't help us. It doesn't help us. So, yeah. God says, I will walk and talk you through it. We together will turn the lessons into blessings. You and God together will turn the lessons into blessings, okay? So it's not only just the lesson, but you can keep flipping it into something better and into something better. And that's just how it goes when you living with God, and when you're dealing with situations with God. You know, we like to deal with situations in our life alone, but it's always important to invite God into your life, into your situation. Don't walk unless it ain't don't walk if it's not with God. You know what I mean? Don't talk if it's not with God. I don't even want to think if it's not with God. Like, if I ain't thinking with God, if I ain't breathing with God, speaking with God, like, involve God in every single step you take, every single breath you take. Involve God, you know? I bet you will see life so differently, because when you allow God to work with you, he can really change you faster than you expected. Your situation, your circumstances can change faster than you expect. I think, like, our blessings and good life and peace all comes with acknowledging God and being more aware of him in our daily lives. So, yes. Proverbs 3-5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean onto your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path. So you can affirm this in the comments. You can say it in the comments, or you can say it out loud. Make sure you say it multiple times. If you're speaking out loud, say, with God, I'm turning my lessons into blessings. With God, I am turning my lessons into blessings. With God, I don't take losses. I take lessons. With God, I don't take losses. I take lessons, okay? So make sure that you're taking lessons all through your whole experience of life. From this day forward, we ain't taking no L's, okay? L's mean we failed. Like, a loss means I failed. I didn't fail nothing, okay? I learned something. And that's the thing. People like to just not see the lesson in the situation. That's another thing. People avoid to see the lesson, and they're just taking it as a loss. Look deeper within the situation. Ask God more questions about why is things happening in your life. What can you do to change it, or what can you do to change your emotions towards the situation? Because a lot of us carry these losses throughout our whole lives. There's people who are in their 60s still carrying losses. They ain't carrying lessons, and they still ain't learned. That means you failing because you're not learning. So, yeah. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Well, I hope you felt this in the spirit, because I truly did. I could truly resonate with this message. But, yeah. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.